Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a look at franchising. Is it right for you? That's the question we're going to answer. We've got some great sources for this, including Franchise Ambassador and the Reduce Your Risk Franchise Guide.
And even Willie Crawford, the business consultant who's built his whole career online, often recommends franchising to his clients.
It's so interesting. Yeah, it seems kind of counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
Someone who's all about online businesses,
Yeah.
pointing people toward, these brick and mortar franchises.
Yeah.
There's got to be something special about this approach.
And Crawford actually offers a free guide on his website. It's https://williecrawford.org/franchise,
Okay.
where he digs deeper into why franchising can be such a smart move. So it's definitely worth checking out.
Noted. All right, we'll flag that for you guys later on.
Yeah.
But for now, let's dive into these other sources. Franchise Ambassador really emphasizes that reduced risk aspect of franchising. They talk about stepping into a proven system with a recognized brand and a whole support network.
It's almost like having a safety net, especially for first-time business owners.
Right.
Instead of starting from scratch, you're plugging into an existing structure that already has a track record.
Yeah, you're not just buying a business. You're buying a system.
Exactly.
But what does that mean in practical terms? Like, what does that actually look like?
Well, when you start an independent business, you're responsible for building everything.
Yeah.
The brand, the operations, the marketing, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
With a franchise, you're getting a blueprint, a set of proven processes that have already been tested and refined.
So less trial and error, more hitting the ground running.
Exactly. And that can make a huge difference, especially in those early stages when you're first getting started. You're minimizing risk by leveraging the experience and expertise of the franchisor.
And Franchise Ambassador really stresses the importance of finding the right fit.
Right.
It's not just about jumping into any franchise. It's about aligning your goals, lifestyle, financial situation with the right opportunity.
And this is where that thorough research that Willie Crawford emphasizes comes in.
Yeah.
You need to assess your own strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations to find a franchise that truly resonates with you.
Reduce Your Risk Franchise Guide seems to echo that sentiment.
Yeah.
It talks about choosing a franchise that complements your lifestyle, your goals, your financial resources.
It's about making a smart investment.
Yeah.
Both in terms of your money and your time. Franchising can be a fantastic path to business ownership, but it's crucial to approach it strategically and make informed decisions every step of the way.
So how does Franchise Ambassador help with that? Their website talks about this step-by-step guidance system, but what does that actually involve?
Like, they basically act as matchmakers, connecting aspiring franchisees with opportunities that align with their goals and profiles.
Okay.
They have a network of vetted franchise brands, and they guide you through the entire process, from the initial assessment to brand discovery to, eventually opening day.
Okay, so they hold your hand through the whole process.
More like they provide expert guidance and support to help you navigate the complexities of franchising. They even have minimum criteria
Interesting.
for the brands that they work with, ensuring a certain level of quality and experience.
What kind of criteria are we talking about?
They look for brands with experienced leadership, multi-unit options, which means, the potential for owning multiple locations, as well as ample availability in terms of territories.
Okay.
And they prioritize brands that are either owner-managed or owner-operated.
So they're curating a selection of franchises that meet certain standards.
Exactly. They're doing a lot of that initial vetting for you, which can be incredibly helpful.
Right.
Especially if you're new to the world of franchising.
It can be so overwhelming to try to sift through all the options out there. It's almost like having a personal shopper for franchises.
And just like Willie Crawford's no-obligation call, the initial consultation with Franchise Ambassador is free.
Okay.
They want to understand your goals and help you determine if franchising is the right path for you.
Makes sense.
Before you commit to anything.
Yeah, you don't want to jump in head first without knowing what you're getting into. It sounds like they can really streamline the process.
Yeah.
But even with their guidance, there's still a lot to consider.
Right. Absolutely. One thing that Willie Crawford emphasizes in his guide is the financial aspect. Franchising isn't a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
It requires a solid understanding of the costs involved.
Right. There's that initial franchise fee.
Right.
But what else should somebody be thinking about?
Well, you also have ongoing royalties, which are typically a percentage of your sales.
Okay.
There might be marketing contributions, and of course the operational costs of running the business.
So it's not just the upfront investment.
Right.
It's about understanding those ongoing financial commitments.
Exactly. And this is where the franchise disclosure document comes in, or the FDD.
The FDD.
It's a legally required document
Oh.
that provides a comprehensive overview of the franchise opportunity,
Right.
including financial statements, details on fees and royalties, and even estimated startup costs.
That sounds like essential reading for anyone who's seriously considering a franchise.
Absolutely. It's like a financial blueprint of the franchise.
Wow.
And it's critical to review it carefully, ideally with the help of a financial advisor or a lawyer.
This aligns with what Willie Crawford says about doing thorough research.
Yes.
He stresses the importance of understanding the fine print and seeking expert advice before making any big decisions.
He's all about empowering his clients to make informed choices.
Right.
And that starts with gathering as much information as possible.
So we've got the financial side covered.
Right.
But what about the practical aspects of running a franchise? What kind of support can someone expect once they're up and running?
This is where the real value of franchising comes in. You're not just buying a brand, you're buying into a system with built-in support.
Oh.
Most franchisors provide extensive training programs, operational manuals, marketing materials, ongoing guidance.
So it's like having a whole team in your corner,
Exactly.
even after you open your doors.
You're not alone in this journey. The franchisor has a vested interest in your success.
Right.
So they're incentivized to provide you with the tools and resources you need to thrive.
That makes sense. Your success reflects on their brand.
Exactly.
It's a win-win situation.
Precisely. And the support often extends beyond that initial setup.
Okay.
Many franchisors offer ongoing training programs, regional meetings, even mentorship opportunities to help you stay ahead of the curve.
So it's not just about getting you started.
Right.
It's about providing that continuous support throughout the journey.
That's right. It's about fostering a sense of partnership and shared goals. They want you to succeed, and they're there to help you every step of the way.
This is sounding more and more appealing.
Good.
But let's be real for a moment.
Sure.
Even with all of this support, there's still risks involved.
Yeah, of course, no business venture is without risk.
Right.
And franchising is no exception. The market can shift, consumer preferences can change, and unexpected challenges can arise.
So it's not a guarantee of success.
Right.
But it's about mitigating those risks as much as possible.
Exactly. And this is where that careful research and due diligence come into play again.
Yeah.
You need to assess the franchise's track record, its financial stability, and its adaptability to market changes.
It's about being informed and making smart choices.
Yes.
Based on solid information. Willie Crawford really hammers that point home in his guide.
Yeah.
He talks about understanding the industry, the competition,
Right.
and the long-term viability of the business model.
He is all about looking beyond the surface and making sure the franchise aligns with your long-term vision and goals.
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
Franchising is a significant commitment, and it's crucial to be in it for the right reasons.
Absolutely. It's about finding a business that you're passionate about, something that aligns with your values and your aspirations.
Okay, so we've covered the financial aspects, the support system, the inherent risks. But what about the human side of things? What kind of personality traits and skills thrive in the franchise world?
That's a great question. While the specific skills needed will vary depending on the franchise, there are some common threads.
Okay.
Strong organizational skills are essential.
Makes sense. You're managing a business.
Exactly. You'll also need good communication skills to interact with customers, employees, and your franchisor.
Right.
A solid work ethic and a drive to succeed are vital, as is the ability to follow established systems and procedures.
So it's a blend of entrepreneurial spirit with a discipline to work within a structured framework.
Precisely. You're your own boss, but you're also part of a larger system.
Right.
And that brings us to the relationship with the franchisor.
Okay.
This is a partnership, and communication is key.
Yeah.
You need to be able to openly communicate your challenges, ask questions, and seek guidance when needed.
It's like any successful relationship.
Exactly.
Built on trust, respect, and open dialogue.
Exactly. And remember, you're not just representing your own business. You're also an ambassador for the franchise brand.
Right.
Your actions and reputation reflect on the entire system.
That adds a layer of responsibility, but also a sense of shared purpose. Like you're part of something bigger than yourself.
And that can be incredibly motivating.
Yeah.
It's about working together to achieve common goals and uphold the brand's reputation and values.
Wow. It really feels like we've peeled back the layers here, going beyond those shiny brochures and getting into the nitty-gritty.
And speaking of getting into the details, we can't wrap up this deep dive without talking about the legal side of things.
Right.
We touched on the franchise disclosure document.
Right, the FDD.
But what about the franchise agreement itself?
Right, that's the big one. The legally binding contract?
Yeah.
That outlines the entire relationship between the franchisor and the franchisee.
Exactly. It's like the rule book for the franchise.
Okay.
Covering everything from operational standards and territory rights to fees, royalties, and even termination clauses.
Whoa, that sounds intense. I'm starting to see why Willie Crawford emphasizes getting legal counsel involved.
Absolutely. He's a big believer in protecting yourself legally.
Yeah.
And making sure you fully understand the terms of the agreement before you commit.
So it's not just about the excitement of starting a business.
Yeah.
You know? It's about approaching it with a level head and making sure all the legal ducks are in a row.
Precisely. And a good franchise lawyer can
Yeah.
help you navigate the complexities of the agreement, negotiate favorable terms, and ensure your interests are protected.
Okay, so we've got the legal side covered.
Right.
But let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay.
We've talked about the practical skills, the relationship with the franchisor. But what about the culture within your own franchise business?
Yeah.
How do you create a thriving, positive work environment?
That's where your leadership comes in. As a franchise owner, you're setting the tone for your team.
Okay.
You need to create a culture that aligns with the brand's values,
Yeah.
but also reflects your own leadership style and vision.
So it's about finding that balance between adhering to the franchise system
Right.
while also infusing your own personality and values into the business.
Exactly. And remember, a positive work environment translates into happy employees,
Right.
excellent customer service,
Yeah.
and ultimately a more successful business.
It sounds like everything's connected, the skills, the relationship with the franchisor,
Yep.
the culture you cultivate within your business. It all contributes to the overall success of the venture.
It's a holistic approach to entrepreneurship,
Okay.
where every piece of the puzzle plays a vital role. And this brings us back to Willie Crawford's philosophy.
Okay.
He emphasizes that success in franchising, like any business, requires careful planning, thorough research, and a willingness to learn and adapt.
And he provides that fantastic starting point with his free guide
Yeah,
at https.williecrawford.org franchise.
that's right.
It's like a roadmap for anyone considering the franchising path.
It's packed with insights and practical advice,
Yeah.
covering everything from evaluating franchise opportunities to understanding the legal and financial aspects.
Okay.
It's a must-read for anyone serious about making an informed decision.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway
Yeah.
for our listener who's considering franchising?
Franchising offers a unique path to business ownership with the potential for reduced risk and built-in support.
Right.
But it's crucial to approach it strategically. Do thorough research and find a franchise that truly aligns with your goals, your values, and your aspirations.
And remember, Willie Crawford, a seasoned business expert, often recommends franchising to his clients,
Yeah.
even though his expertise lies in online businesses. That speaks volumes about the potential of this model.
Absolutely. And his free guide is a treasure trove of information
Yes.
for anyone considering this path.
All right, so there you have it, folks. A deep dive into the world of franchising.
Thank you for joining us.
We hope this has given you a solid foundation to start your own exploration. And as you embark on this journey, remember to keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep. Until next time.